New Israeli company trying to bridge the cultural gap in these tense times between Israel and the rest of the world. IsraeliBox is a subscription gift company, and the name is rather self-explanatory, sending customers items every month that are made in Israel by local small businesses and nonprofits, helping share Israel's stories through the eyes and creations of Israelis. And a lot of the idea is also to help social causes important here in Israel and around the region. With us in studio, Maya Balaban, the founder of IsraeliBox, to show us more about the boxes and kind of the idea, the inspiration behind this company. Thank you so much, Maya, for being with us.
Thank you.
What do you hope people who subscribe to this? I know you can get just one box one time, but the idea is that every month you'll get a different box. What do you want people to take away from Israel if they subscribe?
I think I can separate it for two things. First, to be more connected to Israel, to the homeland, to Israel, to small businesses, to support the small businesses and non-profit. And in the other hand, to learn more about Israel from afar, in a fun and new way, creative way, up-to-date way, surprise box. Every month you get a different box, and it's a prize.
Because a lot of people, if they bring back gifts for family or friends from Israel, it's always the same tchotchkes. Yeah. Right, from Jerusalem, it's like the same. It's the same stuff. This is a more vibrant.
This is different because, first of all, I'm an Israeli. I'm not a tourist. I can bring them the items that I use as an Israeli, not the touristic items. So this is, I think, this is the first thing. And beside that, the products in the box are artisans. It's a boutique items. Sometimes it's handmade. It's a little factory. It's a dream come true for a lot of small businesses. And I'm telling to others the dreams of Israeli creators. This is the idea behind it.
Why is it important to you, this project, this dream?
First of all, I love Israel a lot. And I was a marketing manager a lot of years when I was younger, and I know how it is to raise a business. So this is a way for me to help the small businesses in one hand, and the non-profit in Israel. The community is very important. Kol Israel Arevim ze lezeh. It's a very important saying in Israel. This is the one hand. And the other hand, I know that not everybody can come to Israel often or at all. And this is a way to be more connected, to be more support, that they can support Israel from afar and enjoy.
Yeah, and there's different options. Obviously, the name is self-explanatory, IsraeliBox. The website, very easy to find, and there's different subscription plans. But the idea is you get a box every month. You want to see what's in the box. To borrow a line from Brad Pitt, you want what's in the box, right? So let's open my box. I have not seen this. We do have some examples there on so we have food and nuts and ceramics, and I mean, and everything is different, right?
In Hebrew, I know they love very much the Hebrew language, the historic Hebrew language. So usually they have items in Hebrew and something tasty and something artistic.
This is a coaster, the Love Coaster? Is that?
Yes, this is the famous from the Israel Museum.
All right, so I'm going to open here my box.
In every box you can find this good.
Rip it open, like.
Yeah.
Here we go. So my box is different than that box and this box. Every box. How do you find these companies, and what do you look for?
Well, this is the fun part. I can say this is the fun part because. For example, this one is a non-profit. It's social box. All the items inside is only from a social.
This is literally to grow at home.
Yeah, basil.
Basil, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
From Israeli seeds. That's the idea. So
it's a teenager with disabilities that put it inside and wrapped it so nicely.
Yeah.
We help.
The seeds are in here.
Together with this. And
grow some basil at home here.
Yeah, I already sent a few, and people send me back pictures with
sea salt, and yeah. So, and how many different small businesses and companies are you already using for these boxes? And how you're in touch with dozens of them already?
More than dozens.
Dead Sea Salt. Tell me more about the growth of the business. When did you start, and how's it going for you at IsraeliBox?
Well, at the beginning of the COVID-19,
Here we go, chocolate. That's what we want to see. Go right for the delicious chocolates.
young youth in risk that learn how to be chocolatiers.
There's a story behind every product, an incredible personal story.
Yeah.
And yeah, so tell me more about the growth of IsraeliBox. Sorry for getting distracted here with all these goodies.
Yes. Well, at the beginning of the COVID-19, it was very problematic because of no one know what is going to be, so it was hard. But when it became the time over and over.
Yeah, the repetition there.
Yeah. So then I saw that people are looking for something from Israel. They are looking for it. They are looking for something significant to gift others, to bring home because they can't come to Israel. So
there you go.
I know. Not only personal persons. Also, organizations look for gifts for example, the
parties,
embassy,
for celebrations,
in Washington, the Israel embassy bought gifts for Rosh Hashanah. The UJA in New York bought because they can't bring people to Israel, so they bring Israel to them.
Really incredible stuff. IsraeliBox here, very easy to find. Great name, great products. Thank you so much for sharing the story, Maya. Great to have you.
Thank you, Jeff.